So Chris, today I'm going to do something a little different than our previous readings. Every time before you come over, just before you come over, I say a prayer to Baba to help me read in such a way that is pleasing to him and read in such a way that the listener is able to see what I'm trying to say concerning how great Baba is. So I say a prayer or two along with that. And today I said a prayer that I'm going to read out now. Probably some of the listeners are familiar with this prayer, but I find this prayer to have a majestic power, beauty, and unique rhythm. And I'm going to read it out, and I think it'll set a tone for the 16 poems that I've written over the last month, so they'll follow this prayer. And the prayer is the 101 Names of God.
Wow.
And this is the translated Zoroastrian prayer from the Avesta, representing the many attributes of God the Infinite. The ancient prayer was originally recited by Zarathustra in Old Persian many thousands of years ago. Also, Meher Baba said that if one said this prayer with all one's heart, no other prayer is necessary to be said. Worthy of worship, all-powerful, all-knowing, Lord of all, without beginning, without end, root of creation, endless bliss, primal cause, exalted one, purest of the pure, detached from all, in touch with all, unattainable, attainer of all, most righteous, upholder of all, beyond reason, sovereign reason, bountiful one, ever prolific, reaching equally to all, nourisher, protector of the world, never changing, formless, most steadfast among the steadfast, Lord invisible, all pervading, all in all, worthy of our profound thanks, all-embracing goodness, all-embracing holy light, remover of affliction, beyond affliction, immortal, fulfiller of holy desires, creator of holy attributes, compassionate judge, merciful giver, bountiful giver, unconquerable, freest of the free, deliverer from evil, never deceiving, never deceived, one without a second, Lord of desire, decreer of sovereign desire, soul supreme, never forgetting, just accountant, knowing all things, fearless, devoid of pain, most exalted one, ever the same, invisible creator of the universe, creator of the profoundly spiritual, hidden within the spirit, transmuter of fire into air, transmuter of fire into dew, transmuter of air into fire, transmuter of air into dew, transmuter of air into earth, supreme transmuter of air into dust, supreme transmuter of fire into divine sparks, spreading air everywhere, creator of life-giving water, transmuter of dust into fire, transmuter of dust into air, transmuter of dust into water, master craftsman, rewarder of sincere desires, creator of all humanity and its actions, creator of all human and animal life, creator of all four elements, creator of the planets and all other worlds, never in doubt, ageless, eternally awake, ever alert, ever protecting, recorder of man's actions, victorious, Lord of the universe, Lord of life and wisdom, preserver of creation, renewer of creation, embracing all creation, giver of all things, infinitely patient, Lord of existence, forgiver of sins, divine creator, rayed in glory, hallowed in light, Lord of justice, Lord of just rewards, liberator, awakener of eternal spring. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
As I say, these are over the last month, and the first one is Come Back to Us. I saw the sunlight play across your photo. The light danced an ancient dance. I was beside myself with wonder. I had become lost in the design. I heard the spring birds singing. I heard a distant voice on the wind. Everything spoke of you. My heart could not contain itself. Come back to us, dear Lord. Though you have gone away, come back to us, dear Lord. If only for an instant, a moment. You left us a treasure. I am searching within, day and night, looking for what you left behind. I am consoling myself, knowing though you were gone, that which I had been looking for was right here all along. This next one is titled Samaab. And Samaab was an Urdu poet from the late 19th century who wrote ghazals. After he was gone, one day Baba had a program, and there was a singer that sang a ghazal by Samaab. And the ghazal begins, "How can I express what I found when I found you?" There's a couplet later, and that when the singer sang out this couplet, Baba said something that I will tell you after I read the couplet. The couplet is, "I found verily everything the moment I found your footprints." Baba heard this, he stopped the singer, and he gestured that he had given Samaab liberation then and there. This poem is titled Samaab. Samaab was liberated, having written his exit visa in the form of a ghazal, which by God's grace reached and touched beloved Baba so many years later. I do not write for this purpose, but if my words were to please him, to make him happy for even a moment, that would be more than enough for me. For my words to reach the ear of my beloved, I have chosen them carefully. They don't come at random. They do come unexpected, like a spring shower, the breeze suggesting an arrival, a promise, a gift of rain. The sun shines on all equally. The angle or slant reveals what is shadow, what is not. Light, after all, is light. Every condition must be just so. The mind must be stilled, the heart also. I can see somewhere the beloved smiling, as if he can hear me. From my heart's silent lips to the shell-like ears of his ocean. Rack and ruin. I sought you across the aching arc of time, through forgotten ballads and fondly remembered rhymes. Tears like rain followed and ran after me. A lover knows what rack and ruin is. They don't talk about it. Why would they? As speaking about it might somehow disturb or reveal the truth that has been carefully carved, chiseled, and fine-edged, hidden like a saw blade within. Forgive me if I now laugh too much, or hearing of someone kindred, another brother or sister in similar circumstance. I pause for a moment with a distant smile. This life is not for the faint-hearted. Every drop must be dedicated, his name glorified, until there is such sweet singing in the veins. Singing enough to awaken the one which we came here for. Singing enough for admission, enough to open his ancient door. This next one, some say Nazar and some say Nazar. It's all the same. Everything begins sometime. It's got to start somehow. All life follows a direction. Loneliness pursued me in childhood. Your long arm rescued me from the herd. You shepherded me without my knowing. Because you see through me, I cannot hide from your sight. I spend my days longing for the light of your eyes. Yours is the highest place in the celestial heavens. You are also found in the fire pits of lowest hell. You are wherever I am not. You are manifest in the spotless heart. You are the omnipotent judge. What will your sentence be when I stand before you? If you ask for my head, I will give it willingly. Whether you kiss it tenderly or crush it beneath your compassionate feet. This world is worthless. This world is worthless and upside down. The hero is he who, knowing this, holds to the hem of his beloved's daman throughout life's relentless procession of puffery. If you have seen the beloved's face, if you have walked with him a while, what can you possibly say? He is the protector of the abandoned. He leaves no soul outside his door. He cannot resist the cry from the guileless heart. How can one measure the tapestry of his boundless mercy, or fill the space between day and night without constant remembrance of him? What is it about the whisper of raindrops, the sweet sound of a child's voice, that makes one remember God? I have heard the silent hush of evening before night's slumber carries me into his infinite embrace. If you want to be with him, close forever the door of the world and rush into his waiting arms. Now the last three words in this next one are Baba's words. This is called Love Song. Night after endless night of ceaseless dreaming, you elude me also during the restless, never-ending day. I am missing you more than one has a right to. Where are you? Where have you gone? I am waiting here as always, searching, looking, invoking your name, calling you before my day even takes form and spins me into the netherworld of neither here nor there. For there is nothing here for me without you. I am nowhere without you. Did I forget to tell you how much I love you? I forget so much now and remember so little. Or is it the other way around? What I know is this: I will sit here and gaze, or sometimes stand and gaze, until you fulfill your promise to me. I am waiting and waiting, longing to see your sweet face smiling before me. Somehow, somewhere, sometime. You are there. The botched procedure, the bomb in the desert, the 12-alarm fire, the building collapse, the crime of passion, the incendiary car crash, the burglary gone too far, events too difficult to categorize. You are always there, first responder, unseen and unknown, sorting it all out. The child that comes through unscathed, the brother or sister in the body bag, you are there. The fetus ripped from the womb, the injection that finally takes the life, you are there. Director, producer, actor, you are there. The whistling wind, the sirens on the highway, the cry of anguish, the mother bird calling home, the memory slowly dying, the elderly one giving up, giving way, giving in. You are there. At the most difficult moment, the catching of the breath in the tired chest, throughout the finite struggle, the impossible endeavor, you are there. Some say you stand with hands on your hips. Others say you are the healing hands, reaching and touching the wounded one. You are truly the Sacred Heart, the flame that ignites the lover's heart, preparing him for the furnace of your infinite care and soul protection. You are there. You are the suffering one. On a slightly lighter note, consume yourself. Bit by bit, inch by inch, piece by piece, part by part, let it all go. Love him more and more, every second of every minute of every hour of every day of every year. Obey your beloved implicitly. Make your resolution immediately. Not two, but one compliantly. There is no other felicity. Sit back and experience gloriously. Hold on to him and never sway, regardless of come what may. Don't worry, be happy every day. This is the best recipe, he always say. Follow this and illusion will go away. A secret no one knows. The ink, a mixture of tears and heart's blood. The pen, a feather from a nightingale. The paper, a parchment from the lover's skin. The words, a secret no one knows. The letter written, it must be offered at evening's end beneath his door. All night long it will say his name. After all, it is inscribed this way. If the beloved opens his door, you will find your answer. When you hear a bird trill before dawn's breaking, the treasure you seek will be found within you. Conversation with myself. What is language? What is speech? An attempt to express the ineffable. Can one define the nature of the beloved? His names and moods are myriad and mercurial. One must give up everything to learn his language. Do words come from the mouth, the tongue? Can the soul be seen, let alone described? Spring flowers sleep beneath the winter snow. Because he is silent, he hears everything. How can he listen to every voice, every language? Because his is the only tongue, speaking the only language. You can use your voice to speak with him, but you must forget every word you know. When your longing becomes a song of longing, your broken heart will sing his name. Testament. I have become wholly and solely dependent upon you. I am subservient to your mood, whim, and mercy. Because you are ever compassionate, you have allowed me to become your slave. You are responsible for me. Hopeless and helpless am I. I cannot hold the cup without your hand. There is no next moment without you. The pain of day follows the pain of night. I only smile and laugh by your will. I would gladly part from this body, but concerning that I have no say. What kind of life is this? Storm upon ominous storm beset me, the deluge washing over me. I wait for the warmth of your sun. How can I forget who you really are? You are the one writing this complaint. You are the one I constantly praise. You are the beloved within and without. Beloved Father, the slap on the back, the first cry, baby tears, baby food, stroller in the park, first steps, first teeth, first words, memories of hurt, pain, love, school, schoolyard, endless hours playing, grammar school, high school, college and beyond, kisses, marriage, children, homes, vacations, pilgrimages, heart joy, heartbreak, heartache, Work, work, more work. Retirement and retiring. I see you standing above me, watching every moment. The smile on your face, the twinkle in your eyes, the way you let me discover you were with me all along. The world is his patient. Everyone has a sickness. There is no end to ills in this world. None the same as the other. To each his own. What debilitations we possess. Tribulations of body, mind, and heart. Manifesting from birth to so-called death. Habitual, mutable, invasive. When pain and suffering reach their limit, the doctor is summoned. Though he is always on call, he appears when the helpless become hopeless. His glance is the healing remedy. His touch, the compassionate balm. When the doctor of doctors arrives, all ills resolve, dissolve, and become his. The trouble he takes. Summon the clouds. Send up the wind. Every condition perfect. Rain is a blessing. A drop here, a drop there. A rivulet, a brook, a stream. A creek, a tributary winding its way. Only he knows the direction. We flow to the river. Momentum propels us. The wind at our back. The ocean to welcome us. How many storms, whirlpools, tsunamis. The deluge, our antagonist and companion, until we have crossed the 7 seas, voyage and journey ended. The trouble he takes to create just one drop, the imagination he gives to see one through to the end. And this is the last one, written yesterday. Treasure. We are all searching for buried treasure. He has given us the map, the directions. How is it then that so few find what they seek? Some travel with shovels and spades. Others with elegant attire. Modern conveniences top the lists. Still others use props from the past. Lamplight and radar are of no use. GPS won't tell you who you are, let alone where you are going. Throw everything out the window. Take his name constantly. Enshrine his face within your heart. The treasure you seek is always within you. Jai Baba, that's it for today.